Hey guys.
As you know, this week the first proper trailer for She-Hulk dropped alongside with the new title of the show, which is now called She-Hulk: Attorney at Law. And I thought it might be interesting to if I shared my thoughts on the trailer. Back in the days, my mother used to work at a library, and not just a small library like uh, the district library, or not really district, the state library. And back then, it was able to get some. They also had some old comic books, and back then it was possible to get those out to privately rent, and read them there. Nowadays, it's not possible anymore because that shit's so old, and you can only read it in the state library. Anyway, my point is that while she was working at this library, every now and then she brought home She-Hulk comics. And I think it was Sensational She-Hulk by John Byrne. And they were fantastic, from the 80s. It was one of the first major solo series that She-Hulk got. It was funny, it was witty, it was super meta, and She-Hulk was constantly breaking the fourth wall, something that was quite unheard of in the 80s, and it gave it a certain kind of charm, you would say. It also helped that Sensational She-Hulk wasn't a super serious comic book. It was rather light-hearted in tone, with a lot of humor, a lot of fun, and that made me a She-Hulk fan. So of course I'm excited to see She-Hulk on the silver screen, and I have also been a great fan of Tatiana Maslany, who had her breakout role in Orphan Black, where she played multiple characters, multiple clones, all amazing, and so amazing that I sometimes forget that it was just one actress portraying all these different characters. And besides that, Tatiana hasn't really had any major roles in film or television besides Orphan Black, so it's great to see her getting this big chance to portray a character in the Marvel Universe. And so, from what I've seen, I'm not super impressed, but I think it's gonna be good, and I hope that they don't misuse Tatiana Maslany's acting range, because she's a great actress, and that's the thing with the MCU. They get all these great actors, but they don't really allow them to like unfold their talent. I think Benedict Cumberbatch, who's also not a bad actor, he was very subdued in all of his Doctor Strange appearances, as the character. And not only that, you had Jeff Bridges and who else not Kurt Russell, but they don't really have that free range to do what they're capable of. And you look at it and you're like, they're capable of so much more. But yeah, back on the trailer, I really liked it. I think it's gonna be fun. Uh, Nothing comparable to Sensational She-Hulk, which is probably my favorite incarnation of the character. But with She-Hulk, you also have some different things. For example, Jennifer Walters, when she transforms into She-Hulk, she's much more confident because her struggles are different. Her main reason for transforming, I think it was, damn, I forgot. Peter David, yeah, Peter David, who introduced the fact that unlike Bruce Banner's transformation, hers is triggered by fear and not anger. And you see that every time she transforms, she's more confident. She's very meek as Jennifer Walters, and I hope that gets adapted well. What I'm not super keen on is the CGI, and that's my main complaint with many of the Phase 4 stuff, that the CGI is not convincing, it looks too fake, and it takes me out. I'm sorry. But there's some time between the drops of trailers and the actual release of a show, so I hope the effects department gets some more time to polish, because I don't want to relive what happened at the end of Black Panther, which was practically a video game. And even now, video games sometimes look more realistic than television shows. Yeah, I hope it's gonna be good. I can proudly say that it's gonna get a 7.5 rating already from me. It looks like something that is better than the standard, but it's not gonna knock me out of the park, you know. So I'm very confident stating that I'm gonna rate it as a 7.5. Yeah, that's gonna be it. And because this video is kind of delayed, there's gonna be also another video coming up after this one. So 2 videos on Sunday. I also want to thank all the people who have checked out my channel in the recent weeks, who have subscribed to me. It really does help the channel if you subscribe, like, and do all this stuff and share my videos and shit like that, you know. It helps me more than it helps you. Yeah, and we're gonna see us and then in a video that's coming after this one.
Now get the fuck out of my driveway.